Great. Yeah, first time I've won an award before, where there's a real piece of glass to come with it as well. So it feels pretty good. It's a shame Lou can't be here, but the only reason he's not here is because he's got a trial shift for his new job. So fingers crossed, the award is a good omen for that. We just won Best Documentary. I'm very pleased. Big smile on my face. I have a lot of talented friends that worked really hard on this film with me. Unpaid, slave labour. But the crew were really passionate about making this film that talks about adults with Asperger's, adults with learning difficulties, and telling a story that can hopefully help to change the way that people perceive that kind of demographic, and the kind of unseen struggles that they go through, and that unfortunately a lot of them don't make it through, and it's only through a lot of sort of grit that my brother actually did, and the film kind of explores the things that helped him along his way in his journey. I originally made a version of this film about 3 years ago in university. It wasn't very good, but I knew that the story was very important to tell. So when I saw the guys over at Northern Heart Films put out the Northern Heart Doc Fund in 2022, I think it was, for a small grant, I bit the hand off at the opportunity. So we put the pitch in and they really liked it, and they helped us along the way develop the idea and kind of lead it into what it is now. So I'm very grateful to those guys, very grateful to the crew, very grateful to Legoland for letting us film there, and for all the support that everybody showed us along the way. I'm really pleased with the final film. First award. This is the first film festival that we've been to with this film, so may the positive trajectory continue.
Our film is about a sort of sleazy salesman who's trying to sell a family ghost insurance for if you ever get haunted at home, and it seems to be a little bit of a dodgy deal. So that's what the film is about. My film was it was in the young filmmaker category, so really excited to have gone home with the young filmmaker trophy. It was a bit of a scramble making it. It was all in my flat. It was all buddies and people I knew, and we had this idea to make a film that had this fully CGI ghost character, and realised we could only really be able to make one shot with a ghost in it. So we thought, how do you make a ghost movie with no ghost in, and just show it in the last shot? And we had a blast over a weekend, tying things to a fishing line and making them float around. And then bring it all together, and now it's really exciting to see it on screens around the country. Thank you so much to Wigan Leigh Film Festival. Really excited to be here, and really thankful for the support.
Some of the films tonight have been absolutely amazing. I've seen some films already from yesterday's showing as well. And yeah, just to be like counted amongst them is great. To be here, and then to win is just I'm over the moon. And yeah, just really proud and really happy that the audience and everybody enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, it's quite special as well because it's the 10th anniversary, so it's really special to have won on this particular event, which is
absolutely
nice.
Yeah, it came about. Jimmy, who's the main writer on the film, wrote this script back in uni, so too many years ago. And we read it and we loved it, and then it just it ended up living on a hard drive. And then during lockdown, I was bored. I think I was looking for a film that I wanted to make. I ended up stumbling across the scripts again, so I got in contact and I was like, "Can I make this?" And he was like, "Absolutely." And it was amazing. Really great dialogue, good story, but I felt like it just didn't have, a relevance. That I was like, I can make this, but there's nothing personal to it. And at the same time, we was in the middle of lockdown. The government were doing what they were doing. I didn't agree with a lot of what they were doing. I thought they failed in a lot of manners. But I started seeing similarities between the characters in Smoking Dolphins and the government themselves, being, shysters and con artists, if you will. And I've always been very confused why people couldn't see that these people are clearly the bad guys. Just because they're wearing suits, they must be nice. So I wanted to draw comparisons, and just from there we started building on the script, and then we set about making it. We had a few false starts throughout lockdown when it lifted, and then it went back in again, and then we managed to get it shot on the very last weekend, so the lockdown 3 was it, Saturday and Sunday, the very last weekend, and everything was open for Monday. We got everything and the stars aligned and we managed to shoot it, and then ever since this happened, which is great. So the film, we've got a few more festivals we're waiting to hear back from. We've been really lucky to hear back that we're now in the BFI London Film Festival, which is amazing. And next we've started writing. We've got the first script on our next short film, a little bit more ambitious, a lot longer. So yeah, we're going to be sort of chipping away at that, and then probably seeking funding and all the fun stuff that comes with that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
My name's Adam Smith. I'm the producer of The Red Ball. The writer-director George Morgan wrote the story slightly about his life. And basically we got the film funded via Screen South, and so massive thank you to them for sort of giving us the tools to be able to pull the team together to make a really powerful, emotional film. So this was an animation, and we were able to gain funding from Screen South, who were able to give us enough money to pull together a team of animators and an illustrator to bring George's vision to life. I'm working on a number of feature films that we've got in development, and we've got another short film as well that's on the circuit called The Snip. Thank you so much, it's a really great festival.